Okay, Algebra 2. So today what we're going to do is we're going to look at some rational expression applications. So these are problems where we're going to use the skills we learned last week and what you practiced yesterday in order to solve some problems where we're given a specific situation and we're going to have to use these skills. So we're going to jump right into it and then you'll practice a little bit. So I'm going to start out with number 1 here. It says find an expression represent the area of the rectangle. And we're given two rational expressions for the length and the width. So remember, area equals length times width. So all we have to do to get an expression for the area is multiply these two guys together. So I'm going to do 2x over x squared minus 12x plus 27 times x squared minus 81 over 4x cubed plus 36x squared. And now that we've set it up, this is just like a problem that we did yesterday or last week where we want to factor everything as much as we can. So I'm going to go ahead, 2x I can't do anything about. This guy down here is a trinomial, so I'm going to think what multiplies to positive 27 and combines to negative 12, and that's going to be negative 9 and negative 3. Up top here I got x squared minus 81, which is a difference of squares, so that's x plus 9 and x minus 9. And down below I have 4x cubed plus 36x squared. That looks like it has a GCF of 4x squared, and that's going to leave us with x plus 9, right? And then there's a bunch of stuff we can cancel. X plus 9, x minus 9, and then the 2 over 4 is going to be 1 over 2, right? So I'm going to erase that 4 and put a 2. And then x over x squared. This x is going to cancel, and one of those x's is going to cancel. So it looks like we're going to have something like 1 over, and then we got 2x, that's this right here, and the x minus 3. And there we have an expression that would represent the area of that guy right there. Okay. So now let's jump over to some more complex ones. We're going to jump over to number 4. And number 4, we're trying to find the area, but we have a triangle. So here we have to remember that the area for a triangle, here, sorry, I can't really see that. Area for a triangle is 1/2 base times height. And we were given the base and the height as rational expressions. Okay, so we just have to plug that in. So I'm going to do area equals, I'm going to do 1/2 times, my base is x cubed plus 11x squared minus 26x over 3x, and then my height is 9x plus 18 over 6x cubed minus 24x. Okay, so I've set it up, and now really all I have is some rational expressions being multiplied together. So I got to factor and then simplify. So I got x cubed plus 11x squared minus 26x. I'm going to factor out, we're going to have to do a couple steps here. I'm going to factor out an x and get something like this. 3x I can't do anything about. And then this one I'm going to factor out a 9 from that guy. And then a 6x from this. So it looks like we can still take things a little bit further, so I'm going to keep going. All right. What I can do further is this x squared plus 11x minus 26. Okay, that's something I can factor. I'm going to factor into two binomials. It's going to be x and x. And what multiplies to negative 26 and combines to 11, that's going to be positive 13 and negative 2. And over here, can't do anything to that numerator, but x squared minus 4, that's going to be a difference of squares. So that's x plus 2 times x minus 2 that x squared minus 4 factors to. And check it out, a bunch of stuff's going to cancel. The x plus 2's, the x minus 2's, right? This x and this x. Right? And then let's see, 9 over 3 is really just 3 over 1, so let's cancel those guys out. And then to finish off, I think that's, here we got 3 over 6 as well, right? So 3 over 6 is 1 over 2. And I think that's it. So let's go ahead, and up top, it looks like the only thing left is x plus 13. And then on bottom we have 2, 2, and x. So that's going to be 4x when we multiply them together. And there's our expression. Okay. So for number 5, all right, with this one we're looking for volume. And all you have to remember there is volume is going to be length times width times height. And then we would multiply all those guys together. All right. So now let's look at a few where we have to add. So for example, number 7 right here, we're going to try and find an expression to represent the perimeter. So with perimeter, we know we have to add up all the sides. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have 15 over x plus 5 plus x squared plus 8x over x plus 5. And then I'm going to have to continue to add one more of each, right? Because this guy up here is going to be 15 over x plus 5. This guy right here is going to be the same as that guy. Lucky for us, it looks like we have a common denominator, right? They all have x plus 5. So we can actually add up all these guys. So I got x squared and x squared is going to be 2x squared. 8x and 8x is going to be 16x. 15 and 15 is 30. And we can put that all over x plus 5. But always remember, after you do that, you got to make sure you simplify it down. So I can factor out a 2 from this guy. And then after that, it looks like I have a trinomial. So I'm going to take that x squared plus 8x plus 15 and factor it down. What multiplies to 15 and also combines to 8? That's 5 and 3. And check it out. We can cancel out the x plus 5s, and our answer is just going to be 2 times x plus 3. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that for today. What I want you to do to practice, there's homework 5 has a few of these guys, and let's have you try out numbers 1, 3, 4, and 1, 3, 4, and 6. 1, 3, 4, and 6. All right, if you have any questions, just let me know. Remember, my office hours are from 11 to 1.